And any more than that, we get in trouble. Thank God you're here, swag man.
Yeah, it's right. So new intro song.
It is a good intro song. But I figured I'd play it since it's been, what, 2 weeks since we last talked?
Yeah, it's been about 2 weeks now. Yeah, that's right. We've got a fair bit to go through, and obviously a lot has been happening in the politics world. A lot's been happening in the bus driving world, and yeah, let's get on to it.
Let us get on to. Oh, hang on a minute. I'm accidentally. There we go. There we go. Uh, so, we've had a fair bit happen this week.
Mm, it
Particularly
has
around.
been full on.
Hey, yeah.
Hey
Particularly
guys,
around.
I
around.
am recording live from outside today, so sorry for the wind. We do have a storm heading our direction, so I am recording because the fam is inside and making noise. So I am outside.
Well, I've got the fam bam in the room with me, and they're all pretty well behaved here.
Yeah, unfortunately, my mother. They will deliberately go out of their way to make this the nicest interview recording we have ever done.
That's fair.
And probably stuff we would have to blur out a lot of editing.
Hey, what's that?
We would have to blur out a lot of editing.
Oh, we don't blur anything out, you know that.
Oh no, we'd have to definitely blur them for sure.
Ah,
But
okay.
yeah, we got a lot going on. So the politics world and what's been happening. There was I don't know if anyone watched Spotlight last night with the the Green, which was all about Australia going eco-friendly with solar wind and solar panels. Did you happen to catch that?
No, I didn't happen to catch that. What was the idea
No.
there?
Okay, so basically, it's the destruction of forestry just to create uh, basically solar wind farms.
Hmm,
They're
hmm.
also clearing farmers' lands, but China is doing the old, as normal China does, the old slave labor and kid labor, and then trying to tell the Zimbabweans that the rock that they're breaking up and collecting is basically not worth as much. It's not a high grade, which it is. So that's all started to catch on and basically telling the Chinese to fuck off. Um,
Okay.
but we're not even needing it because the rock that we need to create the solar batteries we got here in Australia and Queensland, the company quite literally trying to farm it themselves. They've put in all the licensing to be able to dig it out. We've got
Hmm,
all the
hmm.
minerals we need in Australia, the Australian ground. But the government has this thing with the communist Chinese, and they just want to buy everything from the Chinese to make shit more expensive for us. So,
Yeah, yeah.
my firm belief is that the Chinese have swindled their way into our little political world, and our government's too dumb to realise what it is. It took Chris Bowen and people catch on that the Labor was bullshit with Anthony Albanese, and the remainder of our time. Uh, yeah, but enough politics. What's been happening in the bus drivers world?
Well, two stories came to light recently. One of them was a bus driver um, accident, or I don't know if it was accidentally, might have been on purpose, ignored a group of school children standing on the side of the road. Now,
Ooh,
the as legend has it, the bus was full, and the bus driver made the right decision in that case because you're not allowed to overload the bus. Same thing with trucks.
ooh,
Um, it ends up being a safety problem, but it's still got all the laymen up in arms, you know, and they're like, oh, you
yeah,
shouldn't be leaving school children behind. The bus driver should have stopped and explained that there was another bus coming. You can't do that. I can tell you right now that you can't do that because the first thing that's going to happen when you pull over and open those doors, the kids are going to climb on and you cannot get them off.
yeah, no, that's it.
Best
100%. What's
thing
on
to
there?
do, the best thing to do is just drive past and call up the radio room and make sure there's another bus coming.
Yeah,
And
put
then
him.
Of course, there's the one that's going to make news pretty soon, and that is some driver in Victoria decided to drive off with a kid's arm and backpack stuck in the side door of the bus.
Oh no! See, this is the problem. So it's not. Was it an elderly bus driver as well?
Mm. No, I don't
Yeah.
know about elderly or anything like that. They didn't.
It,
They
it's a
didn't.
problem because it seems to be, and it wouldn't surprise me if it was an old bus driver who's been doing it for so long,
Mm.
and they just got set in their ways, forgetting to check mirrors, constantly checking the mirrors to make sure the doors are clear. Because you can guarantee if that driver had even bothered to check his mirrors, he'd be like, oh shit, someone's hanging out. Or he got fed up and he knew that they were there and just kept driving anyway.
Thing
So,
is, though, it was a small kid. The kid must have been about maybe 7, right? I can tell you that it is quite hard to see what's going on in that rear door in the
yeah,
mirror,
okay, so they need some sort of
especially.
other form of mirror.
Mm. So there are a lot of people getting on there, and they're like, "Oh, you should have used the mirrors," and I'm like, "Yeah, that's my argument. It's actually really difficult to see what's going on around that side door
Yeah,
with that rear door in the wing mirror. The wing mirror on buses is designed to see where the curb is and the rear of
yeah,
the bus. It's not made to see what's going on with the back door because the back door opens inwards.
yeah, okay.
So you can't
So
even
maybe they
see.
need to install a camera in the side where that back door is and have a dashboard in front of the driver so they can see the back door.
Most of them have that. But the thing is, most of those cameras are either old or they've been neglected for so long that they just stop working and no one gives a shit.
Yeah, okay.
Like the number of times I've had a bus with one of those cameras, and it's just in the 8 months that I've been a bus driver, right?
Yeah,
I've had a bus with one of those cameras. When you press the open rear door button, all
yeah.
that happens on the screen is it goes to static.
Yeah, right, okay.
That's if anything happens at all.
Yeah, right, okay. So it's just been neglected for so long that
Mm.
there's just no fixing what these trying to fix the problem. And this is where if bus drivers start getting the shit for it, they can go to their employer and say, hey, but we reported this problem, and it's going to become the employer's problem.
Yeah,
So as long as enough complaints have gone in about this camera, this type of incident could have been avoided had they had gone and done maintenance, X, Y, Z, bang, done and dusted. Um, and potentially the driver that caused the injury to the kid could
mm.
claim PTSD, could claim mental health issues, psychiatric issues. You know, a lot of health issues come from a lot of people can't handle when they hurt a kid by
Yeah,
accident. A lot of them can't handle it emotionally. So there's
yeah,
also the emotional strain on the driver. You know, it's the same with long haulage train drivers. All they
yeah.
can do is hit the brakes. You know, they can't bring that train to a halt, and it takes hundreds of meters before these trains are pulled up
Oh,
because they're carrying such heavy loads.
kilometers,
So, you know,
kilometers.
kilometers
Mm.
of fucking of of stopping power, and
Mm.
by then, you know, there's 40 fucking carriages that have run over that person already. You
Mm.
know, so they're well and truly gone, and the emotional stress that puts onto a driver, let alone being a bus driver that's hurt a kid,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
tenfold. So
I don't think he hurt the
companies
kid.
need to start looking at maintenance
The kid ended up being fine. I think he was just sort of stuck between the door and
stuff.
and the wall. But the bus did the bus did manage to make it about 300 meters up the road before the driver
Yeah,
stopped.
so that's even bigger problem. And did anyone
Mm.
try and tell the driver? That's the other thing. Did anyone try and warn the bus driver? Hey, someone's caught in the door.
That's a
Because
good.
if that bus is full, why is no one saying, "Hey, stop the bus! Someone's caught in the door"?
Yeah, yeah.
That's the other.
That's a really
So
good point. And I
you
guess
know, they sitting there pointing and laughing at this fucking hanging out of the door.
yeah. Although that's probably what ended up making the driver pull over, because someone would have gone, "Hey, there's someone stuck here back here."
Yeah.
Although I got to say that it does also come down to the parents. Yeah,
100%.
right. Yeah.
There is a lot of parents out there these days that are just, oh, my kid's old enough, let's just stick them on the bus.
No,
And
not that. Parents who are teaching their kids that it's okay to run for the closing door.
oh, 100% that as well. 100% that as well. You know, and I see a lot of it on the train as well, where the parents are like, quick, go stop the train. You know, and
Yeah,
they'll send the
yeah,
kid there to try and put their arm in the door to open the door again.
yeah. Don't do that.
So,
It's dumb. You're going to get yourself killed someday. You know.
100%.
That's. I mean, my kids used to do it all the time with elevators. They go
Yeah,
running off towards the elevator, and I'm like, "What are you going to do if the door closes?
yeah, that's
Too
it.
late. You've wasted your energy. Okay, just hang back.
Yeah,
Wait for the next one. If you've missed it, who cares? There's going to be, in the case of elevators, you just press the button and it'll come back.
yeah,
In the case
no, that's it.
of a public transport bus, just wait 15 minutes. There's probably going to be another one.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. It's usually every 15, we've got them every 15 to 25 minutes over here. It depends what day it is. You know, usually during Monday to Friday, it's usually every 15 minutes. So you guys are obviously the same over there. The
Mm-hmm.
occasional 16 to 18 minute might have to wait. But yeah, the trains are
Sorry
getting
about
more.
that. I got to say, I've been that person running 16 to 18 minutes late, like a lot of the time.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
not.
I'm
It's not
15 minutes late. Yeah,
something.
why are you
It,
so late
it's not
for?
something you can help.
Well, no, that's it. Just sometimes shit happens. You get caught up. You know, there might be
Hmm.
an elderly person taking that extra, you know, 4 minutes to get off the bus because you're waiting for a ramp or, you know, whatever the case. You've got more people getting on at one stop at that certain way than the continuous time.
The other
And it might
day,
only be a minute there, 30 seconds there, a minute at the next
the
stop,
other day, I had
or
this guy get on. Um, I say get on. I pulled up, opened the doors. Everyone else gets on. An old mate sitting there with his pile of boxes and bags. Okay, and then he's just sitting there. I don't know, in his own little world. And I sat there for a solid minute. I was actually at a timing point, so I know I was there for a minute, waiting for
yeah,
the time to catch up. I was running early. I hit the close button, and what happens? Old mate finally looks up and he's like, "Oh, that's my bus." I'm like, "Oh, you motherfucker!
are you
Seriously?
serious? Wow.
Are you serious?" Okay, and then he's like, "Oh, hold on." Okay, he picks up his boxes. Okay, and he takes them. He struggles with them over to the bus. He walks slowly with them, mind you.
Yeah,
I'm like, I should have just pissed off on this motherfucker. I should have just gone. Um,
just left in there.
he's hobbled over slowly with his boxes and his pile of bags. Puts them down on one of the disabled seats. Then he comes back with one of said bags to the Opal card reader. He opens up the bag. It's like an old Woolies style plastic bag. He's going through
No.
it, scratching through the bag for like a solid minute and a half. And then he's like, "Oh, just a minute, driver." You've already taken up a
Oh,
minute. Okay.
joking.
Finally finds his Opal card. He scans it. And then he goes and hobbles back. "Just wait a minute, driver. Wait for me to sit down."
Oh, come
God,
on,
you
mate.
were sitting down before. Why couldn't you just stay sitting down? You'd be someone else's problem.
Yeah, exactly right. Because you stayed there. Wait for the next driver, mate.
You
That's
had,
the thing. Like at those points, I feel like I just push the button and go, yeah, mate, just jump on.
yeah,
Like, I don't need to be late, mate. Just jump on. Don't worry about it. Beep. Then I'm sure there's a button on your smart readers there to say, yeah, if someone's got an all-day ticket or something, and just fucking hit that and just go beep. And if the inspectors get on, just say, oh, that elderly gentleman, he's stopped the machine wasn't working.
and
You know, and
right,
just
yeah,
fucking
that's
cover 'em.
that's what I'd usually do most of the time. I lose my patience and I'd be like, just go sit down.
Just,
I never see ticket inspectors around here anyway. But I went against my better judgment and waited for him to pull the damn thing out. And if you think that was bad, wait till you saw this guy getting off.
oh, no way.
Anyone with half a brain, right, you or I would keep the Opal card out, knowing that we're going to
Oh,
lose
yeah.
it in the fucking bag again. Not this guy. This guy's like, "I'm just going to put my Opal card back in the bag," and then he ties the bag back up.
Come on.
Okay. So then when it's his turn to get off, which was painfully like maybe 2 stops down the road,
Yeah.
we go through the whole rigmarole again. Now he's got to remember which bag he put the damn thing in.
Oh,
He's going through each of his bags, trying to find the fucking Opal card.
okay. And see, we
Eventually
got
he finds it. Eventually he finds it. He taps off, and then he goes back to the seat to pick up his pile of boxes and bags.
yeah. Yeah, see, this is why we've got smart readers, and eventually they're going to make these smart riders that we have and
Mm.
be able to attach it to your wallet. So then you're tapping your wallet, you know, like tapping your phone as your smart reader. I don't know
Well,
why they haven't
most
done that already.
most people do that, right? And then you get the older people who are less technologically savvy, and most of them have this really cool system as well, where they have the Opal card on a lanyard around their neck, so they know they
Yeah,
can't lose it.
can't lose it. Yeah, exactly right, which is what I've got. I've got a lanyard and my smart reader and my Zoo Pass stick together because the only time I'm using my smart reader is
Yeah,
when I'm literally going to the zoo. So I go bang, smart reader on one side and Zoo Pass on the other. So,
yeah,
it's
exactly. So you got it sort of worked out. Most
yeah,
people do that. They have the public transport pass saved on their phones now, or they know where it is in their wallet, but you occasionally get the one that's like, oh no, I've just got to go through this entire book of cards and
book
shit
of
that I've
cards.
got here.
Yeah. So I've just recently learnt that I can also attach my my Zoo Pass into my wallet. But
Yeah.
at the moment, we can't attach smart riders onto our phones. They've got the
Mm,
Transparent app,
mm, mm,
but
mm.
number one, you can't use your card on the app. Like, there is no way of physically going fucking bang tapping on or anything like that. They just
That's
no, they don't
weird.
have it.
Mm.
So you've got to keep your smart rider with you, and if you lose that smart rider, you have to go into one of the main offices that have smart riders, which is at
Mm.
most
Yeah.
main bus depots, but it has to
Um,
be a main depot, not a.
can I have a glass of water, please, dear? Thank you.
And
Yeah.
if they don't have any, you've got to go to the next one. So it's it's stupid because everything in our day and age, we should be able to have smart readers on our phones, so we don't have to keep
Well,
going.
regular.
A brand new wallet, and I must have 40 bloody cards. And
Mm.
it's like, for fuck's sake, why can't I just have all of these cards
I've
on
got
my
just
wallet?
about I've got just about everything on my phone. Every possible card that I could save to my phone, I have. So,
Yep.
this is my wallet. It's paper thin,
Yeah,
basically.
the only ones I carry are physical cards that I must have for when I'm going onto a site doing a drug test on someone, and I have to show them my physical card going, I am a drug and alcohol inspector, blah, blah, blah. Today we are going to do your alcohol breath test. And show them my physical card to show them that I'm critical. Same thing with BHP, you're going to have your identification card because you've got to swipe into multiple areas, so you're going
Mm.
to have that card. And then there's just a bunch of other cards that I physically got to have in person just in case one of the supervisors want to check. I
So
can't have it
even
on my phone, not allowed to have it on your phone because by the rules, you're not allowed to have your phone on you. So what do? You got to carry your cards. So
that's something different that we do here in New South Wales as well, because I can actually access my OHS white card on my phone. I can access my traffic control tickets on my phone as well.
that's with WA.
Mm.
We're
So
called wait a while for a reason,
if you'll
and
look at
that's
the
because
look at the
that's,
camera there, you can actually see it on the app, and I can select that if I want to pull it up.
oh, there you
Select that, and it comes up with that. So if
go.
anyone rocks up on site, I can go, here you go, here it is on my phone.
Yeah. And see, this is why WA is so far behind everything, and that's what's annoying is that you try and have all these advancements and ideas, but our government would rather build a racetrack then think smart and go, oh, what could be better for the WA? Think, I know, this would work. No, racetrack.
Let me tell you, the grass is not greener on this side. It's just different.
It's just different, and that's what I mean. Like, and
New South,
everywhere it's the same. It's not. It's not that it's better
New South
over
Wales
there.
is
It's
fucked in
just
different
it's
ways,
done
right?
a fucking lot different. Probably more more sufficient, I guess. You
Mm,
guys have
mm.
got more advancement in a way because WA is the last to always catch on to anything. So yeah, it is
Yeah.
annoying because we try and we try and say that we're the best state in fucking Australia, rah, rah, and everyone wants to live here. And really, no, we've just got a shitty ass state government. They couldn't care less, you know.
Yeah,
Like
but you know what you don't have? You don't have toll roads.
we don't have toll roads. No, we do not. We don't have toll roads, which is great because it doesn't cost us anything to drive our vehicles because everything's already put into the insurances that we pay in car rego. So we
Mm.
don't have toll roads. We don't have extra road charges per se. But fuck me, we are taxed a lot.
So
So
we,
even though we don't see, that's the downside. You guys are taxed a lot
mm.
plus road and toll charges, whereas we're just taxed a lot. So slight difference, and that's what makes it better because we don't have that extra weekly charge, monthly charge of toll charges. They tried to introduce it over here, and
Mm.
it was on trial. But the truckers turned around and said, "Well, if you're going to introduce that, we're going to increase our fees and we're going to fuck you over. We won't deliver. We'll stop driving, and good luck then getting your shit done all over WA." So that
I'm
was very
pretty,
soon fucking taken
uh,
away.
I'm pretty sure they tried to introduce it over in South Africa as well, but the locals there had a very different approach to protesting that. I'm
Yeah, I
pretty
think
sure
they pull it, burnt everything down, wasn't it? Like burn the whole roads down or cut them off.
yeah, they actually ripped the toll booth down.
Yeah, no, see, I think yeah, that's probably the best thing I've ever seen and heard of. Is them ripping the toll road machine down to the ground, going, "Fuck! If anyone over here tried that,
Nah, we're not going to put up with this shit.
like,
Down you
just
come.
rip it out." Now, imagine doing that to the new cameras. If you bust up enough fucking speed cameras that are fixed speed cameras,
Mm,
if
mm.
you bust up enough, like how much is it going to keep costing before they go, yeah, fuck it, we're not doing this anymore. We'll just leave it gone. So how many
Yeah,
times do you have to do it before the government goes, yeah, we're not fixing it again?
that's a good question, but you know, these Australian people need to, Sydney people especially, need to realise that we actually do have the patience to do that.
Yeah, that's it. And
But
aren't your toll roads sort of they're right on the bridges or something? Like they're not easily accessed to be able to sort of smash around or fucking burn off, are
they are, for most people in Sydney, it's easy to get around without them. It just
they?
takes
Yeah.
a little bit longer. But say the closest one to me now is the M7. The M5 is a toll road. The M8, yeah, the M8's a toll road. The M2 is now a toll road. It never used to be.
M2.
Yeah,
Wow.
parts of the M1 as well. Sometimes going up the M1, if you go all the way from Wollongong to the north coast, you can
What
pay
was
about
your last
four
month's
or five
toll?
different tolls. I don't use the toll roads anymore.
Oh, okay. So you can get around them.
Yeah, well, mostly because my depot is now so close that I don't have to drive at all. So
Yeah, right. What about your like if you're doing personal trips or do you just not use the toll roads on personal trips? You'd rather take the extra, I'd assume it'd be like an extra half hour to an hour.
I don't take the. Well, okay. So for things like going up the coast to visit my in-laws, I
Yeah.
take the tolls, and then I have to take the M7. Why don't I take the M7, the M2, and the M11, which is the North Connects tunnel, and that costs me about $24 one way.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So
And
like,
I actually did the maths one month when I was working traffic control, and I figured out that if I was actually paying the tolls out of pocket because I was driving the company vehicle,
yeah,
1 week's worth of toll usage in the company vehicle was worth about $350.
wow, holy shit.
Yeah.
So you were doing like quite a bit. So
Hmm.
that'd be how do you pay for that kind of toll? If you had to pay that out of your own pocket, how would you go about them paying for it? Like, do they set you up on a payment plan? Like, how does that work?
How do you mean?
Like your toll. So if we're paying 350 in toll charges,
Yeah. Mm.
like obviously not many people got $350 just laying around. How would you pay
Mm.
for that? Is it billed? Does it come out weekly? Does it come out monthly? Like the full bill? Say you've done 350 every week. By the end of the month, like
Mm.
that's over two
So
grand.
that exact 350, I wasn't paying that. That was the company car. That was the company ute.
Sorry, that'd
So
be what
they
350, 1400.
yeah. So
Close to 50.
they pay that um, because it went straight to the e tag.
Yeah,
In my case, right, my personal e tag, it's set up to debit my account every time the balance drops less than $10. Yeah, $10.
yeah, right, okay. So
Yeah.
you're automatically charged. So you just top up your e-tag, and when you use it monthly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So there's almost always $20 sitting in there. So it
Yeah.
tops up an extra $20 every time it goes below
And
10.
how much do they charge you per use?
How
Like,
much do
if
they
you were to go
charge?
one way, is it,
Mm.
oh, we're going to charge you $10 going one way, $10 coming if you use it again? Or is there any sort of discount if you
Yeah.
are using it multiple times? Or,
Mm. That's a good question. I know for the M5, you can claim back just about everything that you give them.
yeah, okay.
So, but that's only the M5. So, say if I was to start driving again to pick the kids up, it'd probably cost me, excuse me, it probably cost me about $60 to $80 a month, and then
Yeah,
at
okay.
the end of those 3 months, I can just hit them up for that money back, minus
Yeah.
GST, of course.
Yeah, okay. So you can literally do a claim back and then they have to send you the money back through.
Yeah,
And how many people actually know about it? That's the other thing. How many people know about it?
I'd say most people do.
Yeah,
Most
that's
people, probably our age and above. I think a lot of Gen Zs don't know about it yet.
yeah.
But it's right there. It's on the app. Let me open the app for you and uh, show you. Oh, shit, where's this app gone? What's it called again? Um, why can I not remember what this? Ah, that's right. It's called Linked. Yeah, Linked app. Um, and when it eventually loads up, I can show you what I'm talking about. Ah, so right there we go. As it stands, I've got $11.79 in there.
Yeah.
And then
But
if I go to more, you can see there's an option that's about roughly the middle of the screen there called M5 Southwest Cashback.
yeah, okay.
Can
Yeah,
you see
right.
that?
Yeah, it's an automatic thing.
I
So you
hit
click
that,
on that.
and then it takes me to the actual M5 website.
Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, right. Okay. Well,
Yeah,
we
so
don't have that.
it's
Well,
right there in
what
the
we've
app.
got over here is we've got what's called the Kwinana Freeway.
Yeah.
Uh, and they don't charge you on toll, and thank God they don't, because most mornings from about 6:30, 7 o'clock onwards, it's peak. You
Yeah.
can't even move. You may as well jump on the train. You move quicker on a train than you will driving.
Yeah, well,
Um, but
with
this
all,
is WA. We are so far behind with everything. That's what I mean. Like, you've got apps already for chargebacks on tolls and smart riders on your phone. Like, we don't have
mm,
any of that. We've just had an announcement today saying that the transport minister's decided every Sunday you're going to have free transport on Sundays only. So you don't have to worry about paid parking. You don't have to worry about the cost of the trains and transport. On a Sunday, it's completely free.
So
So
we used to have that.
yeah, so they've just introduced it now, but it's going to be all year round. It's not a short-term thing.
Hmm.
It's a long-term thing. Now, I would say they've done that due to the fact One Nation has gained a footing in politics now. Um, and boy, are they gaining seats very fast.
They are. No, we used to have $2.50 Sundays. It was called
Oh,
Sunday
well,
Fun Day. So
yeah,
the first time you tapped on, it would just charge you $2.50, and that would cover any train, any ferry, any bus you
yeah,
wanted to ride to get around the city for the day.
yeah, right. So it'd be like, so, and is that an all-day ticket, or was that just, just all of Sunday? Doesn't matter how many times.
That was an all-day ticket.
Yeah, okay,
All
yeah.
all day, anywhere you wanted to go, any amount of times you wanted to
And is that
tap
including
on.
all transport, ferries, trams, all that sort of jazz?
Yep, yep.
Oh, wow, okay.
Well, not trams in those days. We didn't have trams back then.
Didn't have trams, yeah, they've only just started bringing those in. So there
We
was
do.
talks of bringing the tram into Perth,
Mm.
and they were trialling it in one of the suburbs over here, but I don't think it worked out because there's been absolutely no talk of it since. So don't know what's
Which
happening on that front, but
I don't
it
understand
would be
why.
good. Yeah, it would be good, but I think it's just infrastructure
Mm.
because we don't really have, like, we're struggling as it is with buses and commuters just trying to navigate normal roads, let alone trying to navigate an additional transport figure going down the middle of the freeway or down the middle of lanes as it is. It's not the norm over here, so I think people get confused. Like over in Melbourne, people are so
Mm.
used to having a hook turn and all that sort of shit. We
Yeah,
don't have
yeah.
we don't have trams constantly travelling down the middle of our road. So people would just go down the middle of the road thinking, yep, green light for me, and don't even think about looking out for a fucking tram, and then just they'll go. Like, WA people are fucking retarded when it comes to driving. They don't know how to manage. Like, and obviously I'm in WA. I'm happily
Oh, look,
taking
tell me
experience.
about it. It's the same in New South Wales.
Mate, I don't understand. How do you not know how to fucking merge? It doesn't mean, hey, let's slow down to 20 so you can get the next gap. It means do fucking 100 and try and merge in with the traffic that's already doing 100. Not slow it down so you can, why? Why slow down? You're going onto a fucking freeway. The freeway's not going to slow down for you. And so you can get right at the back of where there's no traffic and you'll just slip in there because by then you've just slowed up 30, 40 other cars behind, which has now created a problem
Hmm.
because it's a flow-on effect.
Yep, yep.
The other day, there was a Sunday, the traffic was banked, right, completely banked,
Mm.
and no
Mm.
need for it. There was a five-car crash in the emergency lane, completely off the road, not even on the road. But everyone had slowed down because they wanted to look at the crash that had just happened. And I mean, they were just slowly going past. Look at emergency services and all that were already there. But
Yeah.
people are too busy gawking at the fucking crash, which has now created a backlog of traffic for kilometres. I got all the way to our exit on Pagamonia Road,
Mm.
and the
Mm.
traffic was going down the ramp, still banked up. Now, this happened around Thomas Road. So
Yep.
that was kilometres upon kilometres upon kilometres of bank traffic because people wanted to gawk at the fucking traffic crash. Like, just drive past. You're not involved. Nothing to do with you. Keep
Yeah.
driving.
Yeah. All
Like, have
the
a quick look
rubberneckers.
while you're driving past. Stop rubbernecking. Exactly right.
Yeah. We get them all the time here too.
Yeah, well, we get news over there about what happens over there and crashes and that. I don't know why WA does it. We have a shitload over here. We barely
Mm.
get to hear
Mm.
about ours, but we'll hear more about Sydney, New South Wales, Queensland, Brisbane. We'll hear
Yeah.
about every other state and what's going on over there more than what we hear in our own state. I don't know if it's the same for you guys over in Sydney, whether you hear more about WA than what you do Sydney, but over here, it just seems to be we'll hear about every other state bar WA.
I can't say that we do.
Yeah, no. That's what I mean. We're backwards.
Which is
We're,
strange
we're
because I
doing
mean
forward thinking.
a lot does happen in WA.
100%. You know, we've got a shitload of happening. We've got a shitload of crashes. We've got a shitload of mine site incidents.
Mm.
We got new businesses that are opening up that had, hundreds of people turn up with, lines around the corner. New American food businesses that have opened up over here. But do you think the media thinks, oh, yeah, let's go do a news story on it? No.
Let's go do
Oh,
something
today in
that's
New
in our
South
own
Wales,
backyard.
there was a thunderstorm, or, today in Sydney, there was a major crash on the freeway, the M5. It's like, what the fuck do we care? Whoopsie. Cool. So, let's hear more about WA. Oh,
It's literally so far away. It's on the other side of the country. But
that's what I mean. Like, and it's not like
yeah,
they didn't really care because they didn't have a news story. And that's what shoots me because there is so many news stories that no one thinks of saying anything.
although I've got to say, when I'm at my in-laws' place, one of the things that makes me laugh, because they're in a rural area,
Yeah,
is the TV adverts you get there, right? And then the TV advert it'll be for like some random electronics store, okay? And you're like, oh, maybe this is some North Coast, New South Wales electronics store, and then you'll punch in the address that they give you at the end of the advert, and it'll be like 3,400 kilometers away.
yeah.
It's
And that's the crazy part. Like, it's, I want to hear about shit that's going on in the own state. Like, if there's something major happening in Sydney,
mm,
fair enough. But, you know, we've got enough that's happening over here, but it never gets spoken about. We've got a lot of shit going on in politics that, I'm sure people are sick of hearing about. And we've got a lot of shit that's happening in children.
I
You
mean
know, we've got,
that
that's
and
what is. We knew
anything.
about the fuel problem fucking years ago, and not one of the governments decided to do anything. Not Liberal, not
Mm,
Labor,
mm.
and they've both been in power. They both knew about the problem, but they did nothing about it because they thought, oh, well, nothing ever was going to happen. The Hamas Strait will never close. And look, the minute we want to kick off, Iran has figured out what's going to hurt Australia more, and they thought, fine, we'll close the fucking strait
Oh,
because
it's
they
not
knew
just
it was
Australia.
going
They know it's going to hurt the whole world.
the whole world. Oh, we'll
Yeah.
close the fucking strait. And look, they've done it and they laugh. Russia's
Hmm.
laughing at it. Like it's just an ongoing shit show.
Yeah,
And what is
because
our, what is our government doing? Nothing.
Donald Trump wants to keep acting like a child.
Yeah, well, that's it. That's the problem. You've got see the problem with these politicians is they
Mm.
don't understand Donald Trump. They don't understand that he is not a politician. He is a he
He's a
works
businessman. That's
for
right.
he's a businessman.
Yeah.
If something is going to make his country money, he's going to do it. Now, in business, he knows it very well. Contracts mean you must follow. If
Hmm.
there is no contract, and it's just, well, Australia and the USA, they're great mates, and it's just built on a fucking handshake. I'm sorry, in times of need, that handshake means fuck all. That handshake
And
means
he's
exactly what
already
it is.
proven that because now that we're starting to get desperate for oil, you know what he said, don't you?
Yep, he's told everyone, go fuck yourselves.
He basically
Go
went,
place your
well,
own.
Texas, we got plenty of oil here in Texas, and a lot of you can just go fuck off.
Fuck off. Exactly right. He's basically told everyone, go fight your own battles. We got this ourselves. Get fucked. We're not here to fight everyone's battles. They were there and they did
Then
they invaded. They sent their soldiers. Some of their soldiers didn't make it back from the
on the flip side of that coin, we have said the same thing to him and left all of his guys without any allies over there.
Yep,
We all with
100%.
we withdrew everyone, or most
Yep.
we withdrew most people anyway, and that's
Yep.
why he's got upset about the oil situation.
Yeah, and then they reckon that he's asked Australia to join in, and Australia didn't join in, but then Australia's sitting there going, well, they never asked, and go, well, who's
Mm.
lying? Is our government lying to us, or is Donald Trump lying to get a reaction? Who's the one lying here? Now, Labor has time and time and time and time again lied to the Australian people and been caught out. But they'll never admit it. They
No,
will
they
never admit
they
that.
did send people over there,
Yeah,
and then they called them back. I remember
yeah.
that. It was only a couple of months ago as well.
So we did what they said, but Donald wasn't happy with it. Donald was
Hmm.
not happy at all. So therefore, he's gone out and told everyone, "Well, get fucked, go get your own oil." So
Yeah,
what do
absolutely.
you? Then it's Australia needs to learn that we have the fucking resources here, but we have a government that's too gutless. We have a government that's trying to be friendly with China, which is quite clearly seen with Penny Wong being in our fucking political world. Now, if you're not born and bred in Australia, you should not be allowed in politics. It's quite clear that that rule does not apply, and it's just as long as you've lived in Australia and you've got a citizenship to Australia, you can join the Australian political parties. So that's what shits me the most about it. You don't have to be born here; you just have to be a citizen, which anyone can become a citizen. So what do you do? You know,
Hmm.
you're fucked if you do, you're fucked if you don't. Um, we've got a government that does not give a shit about us. They haven't given a shit for a long time. Has been proven that. Pauline Hanson has made that very clear, which we've all sat there and now Australia's starting to wake up because, as you've seen in the most recent election, she's been voted in. So she's got more seats in the House, and Labor is
Hmm.
shitting bricks.
Hmm.
So
As they rightfully should be. This two-party preferred shit needs to start getting scared.
that's
I don't care who gets in their place as long as it's not one of them.
yeah, exactly right.
They
Exactly.
don't have the power anymore.
Yeah. And that's the way it needs to be. Pauline Hanson needs to keep the pressure up. One Nation needs to keep the pressure up. It needs to become a three-party preferred system, or it needs to the
No, it
system
needs to
needs to
become a
change
proper
altogether.
democracy where anyone can start a party
Yeah,
and
well, there is.
anyone can run.
So I looked into it. Now, the only way you can start a party, I think, is you had to have 500 members.
And
So you had to have
you
500
need
people without
something like
criminal records,
mm,
and they must be clean skinned and over the age of 18 and have some sort of educational background.
and
Um,
you need to
and then
have
obviously
something
financial.
like $200,000 in the bank
Yeah,
to sign up for it as well. I
yeah,
remember
you
you
need that
telling me
money
that.
there. You need to register. It is a
That's it.
complete
Yeah.
uh, fucking shit show. So it's not easy. It is actually quite hard to become a politician to create a party. You can't just create one and just oh, it's fine, I'm going to be a politician. It doesn't work like that. So,
Mm, mm.
there, yes, still recording. It's Ryan.
Oh, hello. Are you getting in trouble over there?
No, she just got home. The baby just woke up. But it's good time.
Oh,
We're at
okay.
45 minutes.
Yeah, well, if you need to take off, that's all right. I can
No, no, I'll
have
just
some.
keep going.
Fair enough.
We'll go for an hour walk if you want.
Well, you know what all those soldiers we or not all those. I think we sent like 12 people over to
Yeah.
Iran. But anyway, you know what they definitely could have done with. They could have done with some on-track meals. A good old classic
On-track meals would have been great. Should have
Aussie
said
reminder of home.
yeah,
Especially that slow cooked Australian pork chop. That thing looks amazing. I want to try that next.
that would have been fucking sick to see on-track meals going across with our Australian
Do you
soldiers.
know they probably
The
did.
reserves as well. The reserves.
They do supply the military as far as I know, or at least they supply the fireys and all that over here.
Yeah, I know they supply the defense,
Yep.
which is great. We're getting on board with that.
Hmm.
And while we're speaking of soldiers, just completely off topic to our promotion here, Ben Robert Smith has been released from prison. Now, that
Yep.
is one topic I wanted to bring up, and I totally forgot up until now.
Uh,
An Australian, obviously SAS soldier. Um, he started a defamation case, which obviously he then lost, which has then brought forth these charges. So He said this was defamation, that, he didn't go against his right, the Australian engagement rules, that, everything was done above board. But apparently there's 20 to 21 soldiers that went against Ben Roberts-Smith and say, well,
Mm.
no, this is war crime. This is what he did when he was over there. And they came forth as witnesses. Now, who's lying? Ben Roberts-Smith or the 20 soldiers? Who can decide? Now, for me, uh, Ben Roberts-Smith, he went to war. What happened over there has nothing to do with the Australian uh, judges. It has nothing to do with our court system. We don't know what they go through. We don't know the
Mm.
circumstances. We don't know if those terrorists were building IEDs and blowing the fucking SAS people, blowing them up as they went through fucking cities of Afghan.
Mm.
So how
Mm.
can we sit there in our court system and go, you committed war crime? Were you there? Or are we just going to take the word of witnesses that say they were there? How do we know they were there? How do we know that they were with Ben Roberts-Smith at that time? Other than they say they were. The 21 soldiers saying, oh, I was there. Yep, I
Most
seen
of
this
them would
happen.
have body cam footage at least, but
I
uh,
would think there needs to be body cam footage. I would think
mm,
there would need to be some form of photographs. There needs to be a lot that comes out, not just words. If there's going to
yeah,
be any kind of outcome. Now, the jury, if enough of this gets traction, which a lot of it has been in the media,
yeah,
um, Australia has this thing called a fair trial. And if you can't get a fair trial, you can't be challenged. Now, I
yeah,
think what's going to happen is this has got so much traction. There's been so much fucking, yelling and audience around this issue of Ben Roberts-Smith. I don't think he can get a fair trial. I personally believe he is unable to have a fair trial in our district system at this stage. So
yeah,
therefore, all
maybe.
charges need to be dropped. Our judicial system is
Mm.
unable to present a fair trial. It's 100% can't happen. If I was a jury member, I don't give a shit. He fought for us. He is the only reason we are here. He is the only reason that he went running into a building to save his mates and to save his comrades to bring them home. Like,
Yeah,
none of the other soldiers did that. Like, is this a jealousy thing? Is this a hatred that they had for Ben Roberts-Smith because they went to Afghan and only he was given medals, only he was identified as the hero? Is this just a, backlash of all the attention that he's had over the years? Now, if Ben Roberts-Smith never went for the defamation case, the charges probably never would have happened. However, they have happened, and the federal courts have jumped all over it, charged him. He's now
mm.
been released, and he's actually left to go home to Queensland.
I don't know.
Um,
I'm sort of on the fence with this one actually.
it's
I want
yeah,
to.
it's a hard. If I was the judge, it's going to be a hard one to preside over. I wouldn't want to be sitting there presiding over it. If I was a jury member, I would be not. I wouldn't be able to look at the facts
I
because
think they'd at least get a
don't
judge that has some
believe it.
sort of military background.
I think that's what needs to happen. This needs to be dealt
They'd
with
have to.
the
Yeah.
military police. This needs to be dealt with the military courts, not the
Mm.
Australian or
Mm.
federal courts. The Australian military court system needs to deal with it because obviously they have more knowledge about it all. I don't
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
how the Australian federal court, the Australian court system that we have any right to preside over a case that happens in an active war zone. You've seen the footage that's come out where you've got a dog handler who sent his dog to attack a terrorist, or sorry, I won't say terrorist because it's not known, but there was a guy in the field and he was ducked down, but there was two helicopters that were tracking this person through the bushes. So
Yeah.
obviously the dog found him. Then there was a soldier that's gone over and you can hear him on the video going, do you want me to fucking shoot him? Do you want me to shoot him? And all of a sudden the audio goes blank and obviously the shots happen and that's it. That's the end of the video. So, at the end of the day, is Ben Roberts-Smith the only one that's committed war crimes? But in the video, it said that this guy was holding beads, but we weren't there. The vision doesn't show it. How do we know what he was holding? How do we know that these guys weren't planting IEDs beforehand? You know, that is
Hmm.
the biggest thing, that our Australian soldiers are sent to war by our government, under order by our government, and then we want to bring them home and rope them over the coals because they shot somebody or shot a terrorist, or, they committed so-called war crimes. Were
I
you
don't think
there?
it's so much about who they shot. It's about how they shot that person
How they shot them, correct.
or how they
And
killed that
that's the
person. I
thing.
mean, you could shoot someone, or did you torture them beforehand?
That's it. And
Did you
that's
have
the
a
thing.
right to torture that person,
Yeah.
or could you have just killed them cleanly?
Now,
Then it
if you
comes
think
down to
about it,
war
you
crime
watch all
territory.
these documentaries about how the police and our system and our, FBI sort of, as you call it. I think we've got more of a, FBI system. America's got FBI. We've got, I think, Secret Service.
We got
I guess
AFP,
they call it over here, AFP type thing. But they'd
Australian
have,
Federal Police.
yeah, there'd be an undercover kind of federal police that is kind of like the MI5 of the US. But we
Hmm.
don't know about that. It's like the Secret Service, the federal police are federal police, the next level up. You don't know who they are because they're not identified. Now, they're committing espionage. They're committing acts of fucking terrorism. They're committing acts of fucking torture to get information out of them.
Hmm.
But you just never hear about it because they're a war country their
Well, we
own. And
we have
so
ASIO.
many
ASIO is
documentaries.
our intelligence agency.
Yeah, and ASIO has been out there. ASIO has, there's been documentaries where ASIO has been accused of committing these types of acts of torture to get information out. Now,
Oh
does
yeah.
it happen? Who knows? Because it's just the documentary. That's what's out on the internet. It's just acknowledged. But is it happening? Is it really happening, or is it hearsay? Where's the proof? So the same situation with the Ben Robert Smith. Unless there
Hmm.
is video footage and there's acts of proof that he actually committed war crime, how can we just rely on 21 soldiers and hope that they're telling the truth?
Well, again,
So,
it comes down to things like body cam footage. I don't think they would come forward with this kind of thing if they didn't already have evidence of it.
well, that's the thing. So if there was proof, I'm sure the media would have said something by now. Would you think that they go, oh yeah, we've got proof that there was
Hmm.
acts of war crime? Because right now it's just Ben Robert Smith has denied it because, well, there is no proof. So
Yeah.
if there was proof, he would have said, look, yeah, okay, there might be some videos out there, but here is the certain. But he's not even saying that there's videos. He's not even lying that there's videos because he probably knows there's no videos. The problem is, like, I couldn't sit there on the jury because I believe if you're an Australian soldier, you're forced to go to war anyway by our government, because no one wants to go to war to start with,
Yeah.
especially a war that has nothing to do with us. We've got no reason to get involved in a war. We're
This
just forced to
this
be
this
there because
Middle East
of the
nonsense has
alliance.
been going on for thousands of years. They've been fighting
Oh,
over there
totally.
since the beginning of time, since biblical times. These guys have been
Yeah,
fighting each other. So why
yeah,
intervene?
exactly. Just let them fucking fight it out for themselves. Let them fucking shoot each other. Fuck them.
Well, you know why
Don't
not.
get
You
involved.
know why not. And that's because of the oil.
It's oil, it's fucking minerals, it's
They're
money.
gonna tell you that it's for some higher cause or honor or something
Yep.
like that. It's not. It's about the person who controls the oil controls the world, and that's what the case is there.
And that's exactly why Donald Trump went and grabbed all that oil and said, "Oh, we've got enough oil. The rest of the world get fucked."
Hmm.
So
Well,
again, contract mills, bring it over.
it doesn't have any oil in it. There, it's completely healthy.
Yeah, exactly right. Completely healthy. There's no need to go to war for on-track
Very
mills.
healthy.
Just
I
it is
actually
actually
had
there is a war. There is a war on your credit card because once you get one of these meals, you won't stop paying for them. So
you
there is a
won't.
war. It's a
Hmm.
self-awareness war, trying to stop yourself from buying more.
And they're on a good budget too.
Yes, and
You
that's the
can
problem. They're
you
so
go into
good on
their
budget.
you go into their website and say if you want to buy a single meal, okay, you buy a single meal and a 5 pack of flameless ration
What would
heaters.
you say to the people that say, "Oh, like, one meal is not going to fill me up"?
Oh, one meal is going to fill you up.
So one
You
meal will fill you up. You will actually more full than if you sat there and had a full blown roast dinner. You'd be actually surprised on how full you get from one of these
yeah.
meals.
You look at the bag and you're like, oh, that's a shabby looking little meal. That's never going to fill me up. But you're wrong. It will fill you up.
Yeah,
And let me tell you,
and
when
you
they
can
say
mix
that it's
them
a
as well.
that the chili con carne is mild,
Yeah,
they mean it's it's scraping the bottom part of the word hot.
yeah.
Like, it's not like you go into Woolies and you buy mild chili sauce and you're going, oh, this doesn't taste like anything really. Especially not someone who is used to hot food like myself. I was having
Coming from South
the
Africa, you love your hot food.
chili con carne for dinner the other night because I didn't have any food in the bus, and I was actually starting to go, well, whew, this is all right, whew, whew, you know. And I went on their website. I think the chili con carne is about $14 for the pack.
Yeah,
Right?
it's
How
quite
how many times are you going to get a good quality dinner on the road for $14?
very rare unless you've got a McDonald's near you. But
Even
you'll
so,
find McDonald's will fill you up. So
even so, McDonald's not exactly good quality, and also good luck as an adult who likes to eat finding something at McDonald's for less than $14.
that's right.
Hello,
So,
Logan.
this Logan wanted to join the chat today, and since he's
Hey,
phoning in
buddy.
because hey, what's going on? That's it. So on-track meals will fill you up. They are quite cheap. Um,
They're
and
worth
yeah,
it. They're good on the budget, and especially if you go and buy a pack of 4 or 5 of them, you can get multiple packs. And they get even cheaper if you use the code in the zone 10 in capital letters at the checkout. That'll give you
yeah,
10% off.
that's 10% off, and you can get bucket meals. There's so many desserts to choose from, drinks, hot teas, coffees, Milos, you name it, they've got it.
Yep.
So go check them out. Me and my listeners get loads of
You
this
can get
stuff when we go travelling. So
you can get all of these things in their 24-hour day pack, which has that comes with a cookable breakfast, cookable lunch, and cookable dinner. And it's only, what is it, about $80?
$80. That's it.
No,
Uh,
let me
it's so
actually
cheap it will fill you up. It will keep you going.
I'll actually look this up. On Track Meals. On Track Meals Australia, ready to eat. Let's see. Let's not pull numbers out of our asses here. Let's actually look this up now. Bundles. Oh, you can BYO bundle now. You can build your own bundle.
You can
Okay.
build your own bundle.
So you can get the tasty extras pack, which is things like the steak and cheese and that kind of thing. You get 5 of each meal, and that's $72.95. That's 10 meals for $72.
Yeah. So it's not
Starter
even
pack.
10%. If you have in the zone 10, what do you get?
10% off.
And 10% off. So you're looking under $72 for your meal. It's probably more like $69.
So let's see the starter pack. You get the coconut ginger chicken. You get the gourmet. What is that? Pumpkin and potato mash, slow cooked Aussie steak, the all day breakfast, and the Aussie pork snags, and a free mug, an little on track meals tin mug. It's got the logo and everything on it. For guess how much that is, Swagman?
I'm going to say under $15.
No, for 5 meals. Oh, you also get 5
Oh,
flavorless
I'm
ration
thinking
heater
for the
bags.
mug. Yeah, I'm thinking the ration for all of that. I would say $45.
And you get 5 flameless ration heater bags and the mug, $79.95.
Oh, well, there you go. Cheaper again.
Even less if you punch in the zone 10 at the checkout.
And what does it give you at the checkout if you punch that code in?
Or again, I can put the I can put the link in the description of the podcast.
Put the link in the description. Let them go suss it out. It is worth
Whoa.
checking. All
Check
your
this out.
meals are under $80. Like 10 meals. That's insane. You never go to the shop and get 10 meals for under $80.
If you're feeling rich, like you're going out camping for several days, here's the one for you, right? It comes with a collapsible cup, 2 collapsible bowls. It's got a reusable fork, knife, and spoon kit. It's also got 5 flameless ration heaters. It's got an actual, what is that? A cook box? Is that something? I can't tell what that's made out of. Let's see the description. Right, you get three 5 packs of flameless ration heaters in this. So there's 15 heaters in this pack. A 3-piece cutlery set, the ultralight collapsible dinnerware set, which is the bowls that I explained before. 5 lemon myrtle energy bars, 5 chief biltongs, and the chief biltong coming from a South African, it's not too bad.
Yeah, I've had that, and it's actually quite
15 packs of dog and gun coffees. Okay, you get 2 slow cooked Aussie steak meals. Oh yeah, 2 all day breakfasts, 2 coconut rice puddings, 2 pumpkin and potato mash meals, and the list goes on. You can also get the coconut ginger chicken, beef bolognese, tender lamb and pearl barley, mild chili con carne, sweet and sour pork, spicy Mexican bean bolognese, and a chickpea curry. Right, so 16 meals in this pack in total. Guess how much it is?
I would say $180.
Yeah, you're a bit off. It's $416. But keep in mind that comes with reusable cutlery. It comes with reusable bowls. It comes with
it's not reusable, so it's not throwaways.
no, not throwaway cutlery. Yeah,
Well,
I was wrong.
okay,
You actually get cutlery. Reusable bowls. You get a cup. You get 15 flameless ration heater bags, 16 meals, and a bunch of snacks as well. That'll sort you out for like a week on the road if you're eating nothing but this.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh,
And I
and
would
15
buy
cups of
10-fold.
good quality coffee.
Yeah, and I would buy it tenfold over and over again.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys, I will see you next week, and I will see you.
Yeah. We're going to have to get going. Family calls on this side as well. But it was nice to talk to you again, Swagman. And we'll do another recording very soon.
Seeing all of you guys next week in our Chill Zone Lounge.
Take care. We love you all with our whole hearts. And
We do. Thank you for following and supporting the podcast.
thank you for following us. Yeah, please don't forget to follow us. Okay.
Yeah,
Not in real life. Just
not
follow us
in
online,
real life,
okay?
but just follow us on our podcast. We do love it when people come up to us and say, "Are you guys the guys from the podcast? Like, are you guys good? Just don't stalk us home."
He says we do love it. What he actually means is we would love it if that happened.
We always do love it, would love it, always going to.
Alrighty, here's the music to see us out. Cheers, everyone. I'm gonna